our bodily death. They take deadly aim at the popular notion that at the moment of death, every ounce of sin is simply erased, as if it never existed, and that we will become perfectly completed, whole, and finished. Dallas called this the cosmic car wash view of heaven. He clearly understood how devastating this approach was to any serious transformative change in this present life. Given this approach, character development and the transformation of heart, mind, and soul into Christ-likeness could then be viewed as non-essential or simply a luxury in the Christian life, certainly having no actual connection with the life to come. In contradistinction, Dallas saw a deep connection between the spiritual formation we are developing now in this life and the formation we will continue to experience into eternity. Our life and death and the life that is to come are delicately and deliberately interconnected. With laser-like insight, Dallas perceived that we would need to grow, develop, learn, and mature in character if we are to endure the eternal realities of the kingdom of heaven. In this book, Gary explores what Dallas expected would likely be the course of human existence in heaven. Black writes, "If you are looking for a grand vision of the type and quality of life that lies far beyond the reach of the current imaginings, if you are looking for a purpose that is worthy of devoting your life to, if you are wondering about the enduring reality of heavenly existence and its eternal call, this book is for you." At this point, if you are anything like me, you are wondering exactly what biblical evidences or rational justifications there might be for such convictions. Well, friend, you will want to hear Preparing for Heaven and then judge for yourself. Richard J. Foster, May 2015. Prologue. Eternity in a Peach Box. The genesis of this book was a series of initially unplanned conversations during Dallas Willard's final few months on Earth. Beginning in January 2013, Dallas and I spent a good deal of time together working diligently to finish The Divine Conspiracy Continued. When we started our research, Dallas was reasonably hopeful he would recover from his cancer, if not fully, at least enough to finish a few lingering writing projects. He was optimistic about having at least several months, perhaps even years, of life still ahead. This hope was justified by a cautiously optimistic prognosis. He talked about his outlook for the future one chilly winter morning as we walked through the garden toward his library. The library was located in a little white house that sits on a lot adjacent to the Willards' home, which at the time was filled to the rafters with books and boxes of all shapes, conditions, and sizes, full of a myriad of subjects. Forrest Gump's mama used to say, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get." The same was true of the bookshelves and boxes in the Willard library. One never knew what treasure could be found packed away in some lonely corner. It was a perfect space for quiet study and contemplation, where I routinely got lost for hours in deep and meaningful reflection. Dallas was in good spirits that day. Having recovered from a recent chemotherapy treatment, he shared with me his excitement about starting our new project together. With deliberate movements, he took his time finding the books and papers we needed. We found a collection of used grocery boxes, high atop a row of bookshelves, full of notes and teaching materials he had used in his philosophy classes at the University of Southern California, USC. Many of the subjects covered in The Divine Conspiracy Continued originated from the notes and lectures gathered in an old brawny paper towel box labeled Professions. Next to it was a Del Monte Peaches box labeled Death and Immortality. "Death and Immortality? What's that?" I asked. "Oh, that's something I taught now and again. Not a class for the faint of heart," he quipped with a chuckle. He asked me to take both boxes down from the bookshelf. As I worked through the brawny box, he began to thumb through the Del Monte box. He continued thumbing for quite a while, long enough that I got